Good afternoon from London Liverpool Street. Welcome aboard this 1355 Greater Anglia Class 720 to Southend Victoria, calling at Stratford, Shenfield, Billericay, Wickford, Rayleigh, Hockley, Rochford, Southend Airport, Prittlewell and Southend Victoria. This train is formed of 5 carriages today. Please note, Oyster cards and contactless pay-as-you-go are not valid after Shenfield. Doors are now closing. Anyone attempting to use Oyster or contactless pay-as-you-go after Shenfield may be liable to pay a penalty fare of £100 plus the full single fare applicable for your intended journey. Now leaving Liverpool Street, next stop is Stratford.
Welcome to this service for Southend Victoria. We will be calling at Stratford, Shenfield, Billericay, Wickford, Rayleigh, Hockley, Rochford, Southend Airport, Prittlewell and Southend Victoria. The next stop will be Stratford. Change for Central Line, Jubilee Line, London Overground, Elizabeth Line and DLR. Exit for Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park.
So at Liverpool Street you can change for the London Underground, Central, Circle, Hammersmith and City, Metropolitan and Northern lines, Elizabeth Line, London Overground, Great Northern and Greater Anglia services to Hertford East, Stansaid Airport and Cambridge North. At Stratford you can also change for Greater Anglia services to Meridian Water and Bishop Stortford. The only good seats on the 720s are the priority seats, as they have more legroom than most other seats. Definitely great having extra legroom on the 720. So it's 2+3 seating in most places. Very uncomfortable, I know. Makes the aisles narrow. It's also dedicated storage space for bikes. Meanwhile, C2C's 720s have a mix of 2+2 and 2+3 seating. I say that the C2C ones are slightly better, but the best adventure is definitely the 730. West Midlands trains, both London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway, however only the 3-car ones from West Midlands Railway are passenger service at the moment. Change at Stratford for London Underground, Central and Jubilee lines. DLR including services to London City Airport, Elizabeth Line, London Overground, and Greater Anglia services to Meridian Water and Bishop Stortford. There are also direct C2C services. Direct C2C services to Shoeburyness via Barking, Upminster and Basildon on Saturdays and Sundays only, or whenever Fenchurch Street is closed. Bless you. Then Shenfield, change for Elizabeth Line and Greater Anglia services to Braintree, Colchester Town, Clacton-on-Sea, Ipswich and Norwich. However, hello Class 37, goodbye Class 37. Also, you can change at Chelmsford, Colchester, Manningtree or Ipswich for direct trains to Norwich. Wickford, change for services to Southminster. Southend Victoria changed for C2C from Southend Central, and that's the link from the London Tilbury and Southend line that C2C is rarely used.
We are now approaching Stratford.
And also the DLR.
Change for Central Line, Jubilee Line, London Overground, Elizabeth Line, and DLR.
Central line with minor delays, why am I not surprised?
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Why am I not surprised that Central line has minor delays? Because it's boiling hot. Thankfully they're refurbishing the 1992 stock on Central line. Although I will miss Emma Clark on Central line, good riddance to Sarah Parnell's awful shit recordings. Thinking that the Elizabeth line is a tube line. For example, change here for the Elizabeth and Northern lines at Tottenham Court Road. Here we are at Stratford, expected to get very busy based on the amount of people on the platform. Once again, change here for London Underground, Central and Jubilee lines, DLR including trains to London City Airport, Elizabeth line, London Overground, and Greater Anglia services to Meridian Water and Bishop Stortford.
Stratford. This is the service to Southend Victoria. Next station, Shenfield.
Can't wait until the entire 1992 stock fleet is refurbished. We now run non-stop to Shenfield as the doors are locked.
Welcome to this service for Southend Victoria. We will be calling at Shenfield, Billericay, Wickford, Rayleigh, Hockley, Rochford, Southend Airport, Prittlewell and Southend Victoria. The next stop will be Shenfield. Change for Elizabeth line.
Sometimes Greater Anglia do hair fair promotions, which means you can travel on some of the services for either £10, £15 or £20, only if you purchase tickets from their website. Only time I took advantage of it was in February, which was on what I believe was the last ever 321 out of Liverpool Street towards Clacton-on-Sea. Haven't been on Greater Anglia that much recently. The 720s are alright, not as good as the 745s, 755s, which have level boarding. And also 745s and 755s have a wonderful jingle for manual announcements from the guard, driver or other member of staff on board.
Yeah.
Thankfully there are 231s and 756 in the Cardiff area operating with Transport for Wales. Other side is Ilford Depot, 710s, 345s over there.
Oh no, Tate's on it. Oh okay, no worries at all. I think Jay's in the hospital.
Shenfield, Billericay, Wickford, Southend Victoria. Just like other adventurers, it shows the next 3 stops and the destination, and also on the flirts as well. Please note, Oyster and contactless payment cards will not be valid after Shenfield. You'll be charged a maximum fare and might also be charged a penalty fare if you attempt to use Oyster and or contactless pay-as-you-go after Shenfield on this route. I think Greater Anglia should do an announcement regarding Oyster and contactless pay-as-you-go, saying Oyster and contactless not valid after Shenfield on Great Eastern Mainline services. That was a class 755. They are definitely normal on the Liverpool Street to Norwich services. If you find a service between Liverpool Street and Norwich that does not have first class, then it'll be a 745/1 from the Stansaid Express or a 755, which is a bit odd but normal. And also, Oyster and contactless not valid after Broxbourne on West Anglia mainline services, or after Tottenham Hale on the Stansaid Express. I'd say the 720s are alright for short journeys, like 1 hour approximately. Up to 1 hour is fine, as they have tray tables but not fixed tables unlike the 730s. Also no end gangways unlike the 379s they replaced. The 321s, 360s and 322s that they replaced had end gangways. Did not have end gangways. The 317s had end gangways, but on the 317s they were locked out. The only adventurers with closed door buttons are the Class 710s on London Overground and also C2Cs 720s. However, the closed door button only works on C2C 720s. You can do the closed door trick on all adventurers. However, which means that set of doors will not close until the driver or guard closes all of the doors. On the C2C 720s, it will disable if someone presses the closed door button, someone that is not the driver. Ticket checks may be in operation, which means if you cannot produce a valid ticket when asked to do so, you may be liable to pay a penalty fare. The M25, which means we should be outside the Greater London boundary by now. Just like 730 shows what carriages have available seats, or how many seats are available in that carriage. It also tells you which carriage is full or which carriages are full, if there's more than one carriage full. The only good thing about the 720s is that they have Jubilee, who was also on 317s, 321s, 322s, 360s, 379s that the 720s replaced.
We are now approaching Shenfield. Change for Elizabeth Line. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Thankfully, Jubilee also announces on board train services operated by Govia Thameslink Railway, operating as Thameslink, Southern, Gatwick Express and Great Northern. West Midlands trains both London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway. Merseyrail, South Eastern, Chiltern Railways and C2C, as well as on East Midlands Railway, but only on Connect and regional services. Once again, Shenfield, last stop where you can use Oyster and contactless pay as you go. Also, Southend Victoria route was the first ever route to use Class 720s was the Southend Victoria route back in November 2020. Over there, service to Paddington, waiting to depart from platform 6. Another train on platform 5. Once again, Shenfield, change here for Elizabeth Line and Greater Anglia services to Braintree, Colchester Town, Clacton-on-Sea and Ipswich. Anyone requiring Stowmarket, Dis and Norwich, change at Chelmsford, Colchester or Ipswich. Once again, Oyster and contactless pay as you go cannot be used after this station.
Shenfield. This is the service to Southend Victoria. Next station, Billericay.
Billericay. Please note, Oyster and contactless pay as you go are not valid on this service. So we're stuck in Shenfield for a while because we arrived a bit early. Daniel.
Ah, cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a bit strong. Yeah. Cheers. No worries.
Hello? Yeah, not too bad. How's sunny Spain?
Hey, so the doors are not locked.
Yeah, is it? Oh, that's just, that sounds like shit. I don't know how you can't.
Yay, we are now departing Shenfield.
Fucking freezing. It's like -3 in the
Welcome to
morning.
this service for Southend Victoria.
Yeah, pissed it down.
We will be calling at Billericay, Wickford, Rayleigh, Hockley, Rochford, Southend Airport, Prittlewell and Southend Victoria.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be till January though.
The next stop will be Billericay.
Yeah, when you're driving, it's your mission anyway, isn't it?
Nice that they've got revenue protection on board this service. Should be on board all services in my opinion.
Oh, nice.
Also with devices to see if anyone using Oyster or contactless has touched in prior to boarding.
Right, let's reach in a bit. Yeah, I have internet, what?
Shame I didn't see any on the 319s before they were withdrawn.
Right.
I mean withdrawn from the London North Western Railway service. services between London Euston and Tring, Bletchley and Milton
Putting the
Keynes.
password in. How can you have Wi-Fi but not connect to internet?
Penalty fare may be charged if you travel without a valid
You put the
ticket,
password in, it
are
connects
unable
it, so
to
you can't
produce
get
an
in.
appropriate rail card for a discounted ticket, travel in first class accommodation
Yeah.
with a standard class ticket, are aged 16 or over and travel on a
Yeah.
ticket, travel beyond destination on your ticket or on a train service where your ticket is not valid.
That'll be different. You need to speak to service charge of the business. Yeah. Alright. I'll speak to that. Yeah, I will. Later, bye.
The only adventurers to have guard operation at the moment are the 730s, while the 720s, 710s and 345s have a driver-only operation or driver controlled if there's revenue protection on board.
We are now approaching Billericay.
Familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train. Familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train. That sounds better. Sometimes if someone's using the toilet, it's hard to tell between someone who actually needs it and someone who's just trying to avoid having their ticket checked. Sadly, fare evasion is a huge problem. Not just on Greater Anglia, but within the UK as well.
Billericay. This is the service to Southend Victoria. Next station, Wickford.
Do what we're going to do, mate. Be a man. Do what we're going to do, mate. What can I say? It's hard. It's fucking life's hard, just. Life's hard, man. I've been in my boot. I've been in my boot last night, guys. Just down, up, down. Boys last night, mate.
Next station, Wickford. Change for Southminster services.
Welcome to this service for Southend Victoria. We will be calling at Wickford, Rayleigh, Hockley, Rochford, Southend Airport, Prittlewell and Southend Victoria. The next stop will be Wickford.
Change for Southminster services. This is a service to Southend Victoria. What if Greater Anglia's 720s had guard operation? As the 321s and 322s used to have guard operation beyond Colchester towards Colchester town, Clacton-on-Sea, Walton-on-the-Naze and Ipswich, maybe Manningtree to Harwich town as well. The seats on the 720s and 730s are good, an improvement from the other adventurers, not to mention the 701s that are still not in service. They apparently will enter service after the December timetable change this year. That's just a rumour for now, only time will tell exactly when the 701s will enter service.
Otherwise, you'll quit. Show what, before you can quit. You don't have to, but if you don't, you're going to quit. You understand that? You don't have to, of course don't do it. Don't do it. But if you don't, push it like a little bit.
We are now approaching Wickford.
This is fine.
They've got to come and go real, you know, regardless of
The only Greater Anglia services
what I'm saying,
with bike reservations mandatory are the intercity services between London Liverpool Street and Norwich, which means you can only bring a bicycle on board those services if you have booked beforehand. So London Liverpool Street, Stratford, Chelmsford, Colchester, Manningtree, Ipswich, Stowmarket, this and Norwich. Change here for Southminster. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. Please mind a gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Hello? Okay, Rayleigh.
Meanwhile, one of the ticket machines has broken. Common ticket machine L.
Oh, why don't you come maybe to the station? We'll go in there.
Wickford.
Hurry up,
This is the service to
Leave now,
Southend
leave there,
Victoria.
and I'll get you back.
Next station,
Hurry up.
Rayleigh.
Rayleigh. It's odd how some sets of doors on the 720s have guard panels that are never used. The doors are now locked. Next station, Rayleigh.
Welcome to this service for Southend Victoria. We will be calling at Rayleigh, Hockley, Rochford, Southend Airport, Prittlewell and Southend Victoria. The next stop will be Rayleigh.
Yeah, not bad, yeah. He's just said something over, Michael, just saying there was a few little bits and pieces what need doing, just silly little things like caps and that. Have you got all stuff there? Oh, have you done it? Have you? Yeah, he said you walked it with him, yeah, so you was aware. But what I was going to say is, have you got an email address? I'll just send you what he sent me. I can hear you, yeah. Yeah, but you can't do it till Tommy says that, didn't you also? Yeah. Oh, I've lost you, mate. I'm on the train. I'll tell you what, I'll ring you when I get off the train in about 20 minutes. Oh, cheers, Paul. Speak to you in a little while. Bye.
We're all ears. Have your say on how we're doing with our quick survey. Visit greateranglia.co.uk/all ears.
Yeah.
You get on with that quad lock?
Yeah, they're good, mate. Yeah, well, you get a motorbike as well. Yeah, yeah, no, good.
It's like the white parts. It's in alright. See that there's something happens.
We are now approaching Rayleigh. Please mind the step between the train and the platform. Please take care when leaving the train.
What's that?
How much is the actual man for it? The cases?
To be honest, mate, I've got a few different ones. Like one in the car, it's like it charges it.
Yeah.
Goes along. My motorbike one does that as well.
That's good.
Yeah. I've got another bike as well. So
I'll definitely do the Stansaid Express again later, because last time I did it, it went via Stratford
I'll get a new one next week.
because of planned engineering works in the Hackney Downs area.
Yeah.
But that was back in February.
Can't sell them. Won't sell them.
Just get like attached to it, don't you? Yeah, it's good.
are short platforms, however only applicable to 10-car trains.
Rayleigh. This is the service to Southend Victoria. Next station, Hockley.
Don't think there are any short platforms on the Southend route. Travelling front 8 carriages for Romford, front 9 carriages for Manningtree.
Welcome to this service for Southend Victoria. We will be calling at Hockley, Rochford, Southend Airport, Prittlewell and Southend Victoria. The next stop will be Hockley.
On the Southminster line, travelling front 6 carriages for North Ambridge and Althorn, front 7 carriages for Battlesbridge, front 7 carriages for Battlesbridge, Burnham-on-Crouch and Southminster. On Braintree line, travelling front 6 carriages for Cressing and Braintree Freeport. On West Anglia mainline services, travelling front 6 carriages for Hackney Downs, Rye House, Roydon and Great Chesterford. Front 7 carriages for Northumberland Park, Meridian Water, Ponders End, Brimsdown, Enfield Lock, Wharton Cross, Seven Sisters, Edmonton Green, Harlow Mill and Newport, Essex. Back 6 carriages for St Margaret's, Hertfordshire and Shelford. Travelling back 7 carriages for Elsenham. On the Clacton line, travelling to Alresford or Wheelie, travelling front 7 carriages. Travelling to Great Bentley, travel in the back 7 carriages.
What I'm going for that? 6 days ago. I've enjoyed it. No,
Starting to see a bit of snow, or maybe not. Not sure if it's going to snow.
We are now approaching Hockley.
Not sure if it'll snow at any point this year.
Please mind the step between the train and the platform. Please take care when leaving the train.
Last year we had snow, but I'm not sure if we'll have any this year. I mean, in London.
Yeah, my boy is saying well done, Dad. You need a fucking good little.
What's that?
He, my boy is saying well done, Dad. They're like 20s. They don't want to drink nothing. And I said, did you need a little drink like that? Do you know what I mean? I thought it was out quite nice. My boy said,
Are they ever?
huh?
Are they ever?
I'm a different than this, normally.
Definitely running on time. If not, then a bit early. I think Greater Anglia have very good drivers, which explains why we're arriving a bit early, or how we arrived into Shenfield a bit earlier than expected.
Does it say my face club?
Hey?
Does it say my cigarette club?
Yeah.
She's going to kill me. I've been going up 8 years, so I'm going to say it.
Hey, close that. What's this?
Hockley.
Hockley.
That was it. What's
This
the
is
next
the
one?
service
Rochford, is
to
it?
Southend Victoria. Next station,
Come
Rochford.
round to work.
Rochford.
Oh, mate, yeah, just floating around the
But you
map.
okay, mate? I was having a left 6 days ago.
Where you been up there in London?
Yeah, I'm from London.
We are now ready to depart. Next station is Rochford.
I've been seeing him for the night. I've seen him for 3 nights.
Welcome to this service for Southend Victoria.
Yeah.
We will be calling at Rochford, Southend Airport, Prittlewell and Southend Victoria. The next stop will be Rochford.
Rochford. Good thing I'm out during the day rather than during the dark.
I'm 53 years old, I can't believe this is like I'm 25-year-old feeling.
Pay your pad.
No, honestly, I'm not, I'm a man, right? I'll try it after 6 months.
Yeah,
and then
you
wait
don't let them win them. Yeah.
Honestly.
It's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got around there.
Also shows next couple of stops. We've got a few stops left on our route today.
We are now approaching Rochford. Please mind the step between the train and the platform. Please take care when leaving the train.
I don't know if I'm in the station right now. I'm not normally nice, I'm saying. Right, honestly, I'm
See you later, mate. Enjoy yourself.
I'm not excited. You think I'm joking? I bet about £1,000 or about £400. I didn't pay nothing. I think it's my bad, mate. Take care, mate.
See you later, mate. Have a good
No.
well, good luck. See you
No, innit? The new one. Don't give a fuck about it, really.
Nah.
I don't have a postcode, days. My boys are makes messes of that.
Yeah.
They're cool. Just a little fella. Okay, so let's go. Fuck off.
Yeah. See you later, mate.
You're lying about it, you know I'm coming, don't you?
Yeah.
You know exactly where we're coming.
You'll be back up there in about
That makes business too, mate.
Yeah,
No.
you'll be up
Hang on, she don't live on here, she don't film her.
Rochford.
I'm in the mood for it now.
See you later.
Could try doing the Cambridge North route
Well, have a good
later,
night.
if not Stansaid Airport.
I promise that.
Rochford. This is the service to Southend Victoria. Next station, Southend Airport.
Southend Airport. Probably one of the least used airports in the UK. We are now ready to depart. Next station, Southend Airport.
The next stop will be Southend Airport.
Southend Airport. There is Southend Airport over there. About typically around at least one flight a week.
We are now approaching Southend Airport. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
On the ground at the moment. A few aircraft here. Not as many as other London airports. City, Gatwick, Heathrow, Luton, Stansted.
Southend Airport. This is the service to Southend Victoria. Next station, Prittlewell.
Also our penultimate stop. Southend Airport, one of two London airports not to accept Oyster or contactless pay-as-you-go, the other one being Stansted. Luton accepts contactless but not Oyster. Gatwick, Heathrow and City all accept both Oyster and contactless.
Welcome to this service for Southend Victoria. We will be calling at Prittlewell and Southend Victoria. The next stop will be Prittlewell.
Walking duration from Southend Victoria to Southend Central is 10 minutes. So it's a huge out-of-station interchange.
We are now approaching Prittlewell. Please mind the step between the train and the platform. Please take care when leaving the train.
There are 3 trains per hour between London Liverpool Street and Southend Victoria, all of which call at Stratford, Shenfield, Billericay, Wickford, Rayleigh, Hockley, Rochford, Southend Airport, Prittlewell and Southend Victoria.
Prittlewell. This is the service to Southend Victoria. Next station, Southend Victoria.
However, only 1 train per hour on the Southend route calls additionally at Romford for the Elizabeth line and London Overground shuttle to Upminster. This is it. This train calls at Southend Victoria only.
The next stop will be Southend Victoria. Exit for Adventure Island.
Where this train terminates. I wonder if any stations on the C2C network beyond Upminster and Grays are accepting contactless, not Oyster. Because they did say by the end of 2023. It's December, which means There's about 3 weeks left until the end of 2023. I think we're waiting for a platform to become available at Southend Victoria. 7:20, 583. What they should have done is added end gangways and fixed tables to the 720s. Both Greater Anglia and C2C. 10 car 720 going to Liverpool Street.
We are now approaching Southend Victoria, where this train terminates.
If you're delayed by 15 minutes or more, you may be entitled to compensation. Find out more at greateranglia.co.uk/delay repay. Once again, Southend Victoria, where the train terminates. Exit here for C2C services from Southend Central and for Adventure Island, which may be closed at this time of year. Once again, Southend Victoria, train terminates here. All change please.
Southend Victoria. This train terminates here.
All change please. I've got a mostly empty 720. And that's it. End of the journey, Southend Victoria. Time to leave the train. That was 7:20:106.
Yeah. Oh, you have a repeat? No, real light. Yes. Real light.